Welcome back to the last heat of round 2 for the Quiksilver Pro. Wiggolly Dantas takes on Miguel Pupo, both surfers representing Brazil, both goofy footers, and both looking for a huge start here at Snapper Rocks.
Seems like you can draw off the bottom a lot better and get that really nice tight snap.
During the break, Wiggolly got started.
Yeah, Wiggolly Dantas, I mean, his backhand attack is probably one of his best weapons. Super powerful. Had a little bit of layback in the whitewater, but then stands back up. Brings this one through the inside. First wave of the heat so far, so he's just going to milk it through. Just get those, get the feet set in the wax and just dust out the cobwebs. So Wiggolly Dantas bringing this one through the inside. Nothing too special at the moment, so calls for the jet ski and goes out the back. The thing that I'm liking at the moment...
For Rocks in 2015, Miguel Pupo made the semifinals of that event, going down to a close decision to Julian Wilson. Pupo's up again, already threw a couple of big hacks. Stylish through the top of the roof, a nice and vertical finish. He was kind of getting close to that scary conversation of the cutoff mark. And this is a guy that qualified with some exciting athletes that are world champions now, John Florence and Gabriel Medina. Pupo now flying off the roof, a couple of big floats to cover some ground. Now he wants to square up. He'll slide out on the vertical turn.
Well, that's uncharacteristic really for Miguel Pupo. How many times we see him do that? Not many.
Next section, Dantas snaps it high, now a carve. Beautiful flow and rhythm. There's that timing again. Makes it look effortless, and he still throws buckets of water out the back.
Wow.
He had a clean read on that one. Let's have another look.
Yeah, you know, nice little transition turn just to kick things off, and then right there, look how much water. I mean, he's coming down into the next turn, and the water's still flying through the air. So, you know, only a couple of good turns on that wave there for Wiggolly, so it's not going to be a huge score. Miguel, a little bit of a mistake on this one. Looking good though. I like the board. It looks good under his feet. Super light on his feet. Really agile. Kind of different approach to Wiggolly Dantas. You see the turn off the top there. Maybe not as much water flying through the air, but still looks really good.
Now rolling in, Miguel Pupo. Starting off with a carve and a good-looking open face to work with. Already attacking it off the top on the second move. Forced to just fade a couple times, so he's just roller coastering his way to this inside wall just in case it stands up. Down carve, now setting up the lip, punches it out. Off the bottom, squares up vertically for a nice finish. Of a bowl, like a backside disaster. He was putting a lot of risk in his turns.
Yeah, he was. I mean, look at that beautiful turn to kick things off, and then bang off the top again. Just beautiful rotation. Brings that board all the way back around, bounces off the whitewater, and that's what you want to do. You want to get that little slingshot effect coming back down the line, because what that does is it gives you speed, and with that speed will go these nice beautiful turns right there. So Miguel absolutely connecting beautifully through that inside section as well, reading that wave absolutely perfect. So this is going to be a good score for Miguel. Best score of the heat so far. I like the way he just nice casual through the inside here, waiting for it to produce itself, not trying to force the issue. Sometimes when you force the issue, that's when you lose your timing, miss that section, and look at that big spray out the back. So Miguel,
after such a stellar performance in his rookie year last season, this one continues with Wiggolly Dantas. Big power blast on the backhand, jams the next section shut, slashes it back into the pocket, and this wave still with room to move. He'll drill it again. One more hack for Dantas, looking casual. He'll throw the claim out. Wanting the score. He needs an 8.44 for a lead change.
Looking for a massive score of an 8.44. Let's have a look at this first turn. Beautiful snap right there. Perfect timing around the section. And again, nice and vertical. So 2 solid turns. And then just that wraparound cutback. Still throwing a lot of spray. Wiggolly showing a lot more intent. He looks a lot more energized on this wave. He's got his work cut out, little finger click, and he's back outside. So good sort of comeback wave right there for Wiggolly Dantas. And showing some power. He's pretty excited. Obviously that wave must have felt good. These guys don't just claim. Kind of gets them sort of, gets their juices flowing, gets them fired up, gets them back in the game.
Love that shot from the sky, seeing that effort from Wiggolly Dantas. You can see Wiggolly Dantas showing some strong work with a 6.33, but still needing a 7.11 on this wave. Gets out in front. There's that timing getting underway. Wall starting to open up. Beats the section, squares up vertically. Great timing for Dantas. Jams it in the pocket. On a roll so far. Wiggolly digs deep. Rips one through the lip, and he's fired up.
7.11 is what Wiggolly requires. 6.33 on the roll before, so kind of a similar wave maybe. I think he might still be looking for a score after this last exchange, but that was I'll tell you what, that was nerves of steel right there for Miguel Pupo, who had priority, allowed Wiggolly that wave. 7 minutes and 50 to go, and obviously Miguel maybe saying, you know what, go for it, let's see what you got. And this wave just kind of connected through the inside. A couple of nice turns up and over that section. Bang through the lip right there, and kind of got stuck behind the section for a little bit. So a little bit of downtime, judges aren't going to like that, but then managed some inside turns. So Wiggolly Dantas, that is a great little comeback wave. And sometimes, even though he might not get the score, Joe, if he doesn't get the score, what that's going to do is going to change a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of momentum. We've seen that happen.
Championship Tour final. Still waiting for his first Championship Tour win.
Tell you what, it's not easy to do, and Miguel Pupo looking like he's on a screamer, Joe.
Pupo sets up that first carve. Nice and easy. Beautiful flow and timing off the top. Such a pleasant style and motion. He's just racking up the backhand turns. Jams it a bit harder.
Wow.
And just carving his way through. Pupo is starting to run after the finish. Backside float. He's created some space. Another rooftop float again. Pupo puts it away. Cool under pressure, managing priority, letting Dantas go on an earlier wave because he knew there could be something special coming out the back. Pupo part of the wave.
Oh my goodness.
Everything looked like it made sense. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, first turn there, just clicking perfectly with it. It just got him in such good rhythm with this wave. You watch every turn, he kind of brings the board all the way back around. Slingshots off that whitewater, and again just hooks in the pocket. 4 turns, 5 big searing maneuvers, throwing a lot of spray as well, putting some power into it on this one. Says, okay, Wiggolly, you're powerful, but check this one out as well. He brings it all the way through the inside, gets that little bonus section up and over that section, around, and a couple of more turns to finish off. Just showing the judges complete control, and yeah, quite rightly so. Nice little fist pump right there.
What a solid one there for Miguel Pupo. Meanwhile, wave before for Dantas is 6.77. So still didn't get out in front, and now we're expecting Pupo to increase his lead. We've got a Goofy Foot world champ on hand, Barton Lynch. You had to have loved that last wave from Pupo.
Oh, I loved it, mate. Wiggolly surfed that wave before it so beautifully, and both these guys are like the silkiest, smoothest, most beautiful surfers you could watch, but Miguel definitely got the better of the wave selection. That performance on that wave was just top shit. They're smokers.
Barton, you talk about wave selection and being on the best ones as we watch an important ride here for Wiggolly Dantas. He's got a great track in front of him. Times the first section well, smooth off the bottom. He'll wait for something to bowl up, and he doesn't get it on the inside corner. And you talk about wave selection and being on the best ones as we watch an important ride here for Wiggolly Dantas. He's got a great track in front of him. Times the first section well, smooth off the bottom. He'll wait for something to bowl up, and he doesn't get it on the inside corner. 3 minutes on the clock. Barton, did Wiggolly have to take that wave?
What you want to do, but what he'll do is he'll make sure that the next roll of the dice will better his situation. That's what he did on this occasion. He let a couple of waves go. He had nerves of steel in letting Wiggolly Dantas go because he knew he needed something special, and this came his way. And well, once you get the wave, you've still got to surf it, and he did exactly that. So Miguel Pupo looking sharp. Great decision making from him, and you know what, under pressure, that's sometimes quite difficult to do.
So smooth in transition, even beat that section with that power float and got another big hack. A well-deserved 9-point ride. Now Dantas needs a 9 of his own. 9.01 gets him into the lead. It's a smaller wave to start, but he's packing in a couple of punches. Still needs the lip and the wall to grow on the inside double up. Dantas just hanging in there, knowing he's running out of time. So he might just have to see what he can do on this inside corner. Throws the reverse just to change up the flow, and they're down to 25 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it, Joe. He needed a wave very similar in stature to Miguel Pupo's wave. He needed an overhead set. He needed one of those ones Barn talked about where there's that wind swell in between, but then there's those real set waves that come through, and that just wasn't close.
Well, that'll do it for round 2 for the Quiksilver Pro. Now the Roxy Pro will get underway with round 3 action, with really great conditions lining up for some key heats to set up some of the quarterfinals.